They said 3i Atlas was just another comet, a ball of ice and dust and nothing to get excited about. But every week, the evidence gets weirder and weirder and frankly impossible to ignore. It doesn't just look different, it behaves like something that shouldn't exist. There are so many anomalies with it that one has to make a list to remember them all. And very shortly, it will disappear behind the sun for 2 months. Then what happens? Your guess is as good as mine. However, many smart people are speculating that whatever happens, it's going to be a banger and we all better hold on to something. Let's get right into it. First, there was the mass, over 33 billion tons, making it the heaviest interstellar object ever detected. And then the trajectory, perfectly aligned with the plane of our planets. That's a 1 in 500 coincidence if random. And now, the newest discovery changes everything. Astronomers have spotted something that has never been seen before. A distant comet behaving like a fire hose, blasting water vapor long before it should be active. It's venting violently while still beyond Jupiter, where sunlight isn't strong enough to melt ice. That's not normal physics, that's something else. And as if that weren't enough, last month, a massive solar ejection hit 3i Atlas head on. A blast of plasma strong enough to disrupt satellites on Earth. Most comets would disintegrate instantly under that kind of heat. But this one didn't even flicker. No flare, no tail fragmentation, no debris. It just kept on gliding, unbroken, unbothered. A few days later, Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb published a new paper suggesting the object may have actually slowed down after the impact. That's not just rare, that's almost impossible without some form of control. But Loeb doesn't jump straight to aliens. He frames it in a way that scientists should. Quote, "If it's natural, it's the most unnatural natural object we've ever seen." And that's before you add in the chemistry. Spectral data shows nickel vapor without iron, a ratio that shouldn't exist in a normal rock and ice. The coma, the glowing halo, has 8 times more carbon dioxide than any known comet. And the way it scatters light doesn't match any ice crystal models. Instead of dull, diffuse reflections, it gives off polarized light, sharp, metallic, engineered looking. Here's where it gets even stranger. Loeb points out that 3i Atlas inbound trajectory crosses the same region of sky where the 1977 WOW signal was detected. That's the famous radio burst that's never been explained, the one that lasted 72 seconds and has haunted scientists for half a century. Loeb calls it a cosmic breadcrumb trail, a message first and a visitor 50 years later. Meanwhile, the timing couldn't be more bizarre. As the comet made its close pass by Mars, NASA went quiet, right in the middle of a government shutdown. What a coincidence. For a week, the live orbital data went dark. No updates, no raw frames from Mars orbiters. Then, almost as suddenly as it vanished, it came back online. And just like that, 3i Atlas was already past. Online fake images exploded. Long glowing motherships stretching across the sky. Every one of them debunked. But it didn't matter. People had already decided this wasn't a comet. It was something watching us. Recently, Loeb told Dexerto that the UN, quote, must act now, after 3i Atlas sparked fears it could be alien tech capable of reaching Earth and claims humans have no plans for aliens if they were to arrive. And even SETI researchers just dropped a huge bombshell. The team behind the search for extraterrestrial intelligence says there's a real chance interstellar object 3i Atlas isn't natural. They estimate a 30 to 40% chance it's artificial in origin. These folks are all very serious people, not prone to fantasy. And that brings us to the big question, the one Loeb himself is asking. If 3I Atlas isn't natural, what is it doing here? Is it a probe? A lost artifact? Or something like the dark forest theory warns, a quiet, observing eye that never expected to be seen? Here's what we know. It's massive. It's stable. It's oddly aligned. It resists destruction, and it's loaded with materials that don't belong together. And the place it came from is the same place our radios once heard something calling out. Maybe the wow signal wasn't a random burst of noise. Maybe it was a heads up. And now, 50 years later, the message has finally arrived and it's just starting to sink in. But that's just what I think. I really want to know what you think. So leave your comments below, please. We know you have choices and your time is limited, so we appreciate you spending your time with us. If you like what you see here, please remember to like and subscribe. It's free to you, and it means the world to us. We greatly appreciate you. Also, be sure to check out our sister channel, Fraying Reality, The Hidden Files, where we have some really great long-form paranormal stories just waiting for you. I'll link it all below. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.
Play.